The showdown between Clark and Angel Reese turned into one of the most talked-about games in WNBA history, and fans everywhere were locked in from start to finish. The matchup delivered everything basketball fans could ask for: drama, intensity, emotional moments, and superstar performances from two of the biggest rookie sensations in women's basketball. From the opening minutes, Clark wasted no time taking control of the spotlight, knocking down back-to-back three-pointers and instantly electrifying the crowd with her confidence and shooting range. Clark and Reese have been building this rivalry for years, dating back to their unforgettable college battles between Iowa and LSU. Clark became famous for her deep shooting ability, elite passing, and fearless offensive style that allowed her to score from almost anywhere on the floor. Reese, meanwhile, built her reputation through physical dominance, relentless rebounding, and non-stop energy in the paint. Whenever the two faced each other during college, emotions always ran high, and fans knew they were watching something special. The trash talk, competitiveness, and clutch performances helped turn their matchups into must-watch events that captured national attention. Now that both stars have entered the WNBA, the rivalry has reached an entirely new level. Indiana Fever fans see Clark as the player capable of transforming the franchise into a contender, while Chicago Sky supporters believe Angel Reese brings the toughness and energy needed to elevate their team. Every matchup between them now feels bigger because the spotlight surrounding both players continues growing with every game they play. During this highly anticipated showdown, Reese once again showed why she is one of the league's most relentless rebounders, dominating the offensive glass and constantly creating second-chance opportunities for Chicago. However, Clark answered with highlight plays of her own, including a beautiful transition sequence that ended with an alley-oop finish involving Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell. Moments like that completely shifted the momentum and reminded everyone why Clark is considered one of the most exciting young playmakers in professional basketball today. Clark's impact on Indiana has already been enormous despite being early in her rookie season. The Fever struggled in recent years, but her arrival has brought renewed energy, national attention, and hope for the future. Her ability to score, create opportunities for teammates, and control the pace of the game has quickly turned her into one of the league's biggest attractions. Meanwhile, Angel Reese continues to play a major role for Chicago with her aggressive defense, rebounding ability, and relentless hustle that can completely change the tone of a game. This matchup was bigger than just another regular season contest because it represented the future of women's basketball. Millions of fans tuned in to watch two young superstars continue a rivalry that already feels legendary. For Clark, the game became another opportunity to prove she belongs among the elite players in the WNBA. Every big shot, every smart pass, and every clutch moment further strengthened her growing reputation as one of the new faces of the league and one of the most impactful rookies women's basketball has ever seen. Every big moment from Clark during the matchup served as another reminder of why so many people already consider her one of the brightest stars in women's basketball. At the same time, Angel Reese used the game as an opportunity to prove she is far more than just a dominant post player. Reese showed versatility, toughness, and non-stop energy throughout the contest, and the rivalry between the two stars brought out the absolute best in both competitors. The game quickly turned into a physical and emotional battle packed with intensity, momentum swings, and highlight plays from start to finish. Right from the opening minutes, Clark made her presence felt by knocking down a deep three-pointer that instantly energized the arena. The shot set the tone early and sent a message that she was ready to take control offensively. Clark has built a reputation for delivering huge shots in big moments, and this game was no exception. Even with defenders constantly pressuring her, she stayed composed and continued letting her play speak louder than the physicality around her. Meanwhile, Christy Sides, head coach of the Indiana Fever, appeared frustrated at times with how physical the game became and how certain calls were being handled during the matchup. Angel Reese responded in classic fashion with relentless hustle and aggressive play around the basket. She battled for every rebound, attacked loose balls, and fought through defenders to create scoring opportunities for the Chicago Sky. One of Reese's early baskets came after she powered through traffic underneath the rim for a tough finish that immediately fired up her teammates. Her energy became contagious, and it was obvious she had entered the game determined to make a major impact. Reese's physical style and non-stop effort helped Chicago stay competitive throughout the contest. As the game progressed, Clark began showcasing the complete skill set that has made her one of the most exciting young players in the league. She wasn't only scoring from long distance but also creating opportunities for teammates with impressive court vision and passing ability. One standout sequence featured a perfectly timed assist to Aaliyah Boston for an easy finish at the rim. Clark continued attacking from every level offensively, connecting on another three-pointer while also knocking down mid-range jumpers that kept the Chicago defense struggling to contain her. Her versatility created constant problems because defenders never knew whether she would shoot, drive, or set up a teammate. On the other side, Angel Reese completely controlled the glass during key stretches of the game. Nearly every missed shot seemed to end up in her hands as she dominated both offensive and defensive rebounding. One sequence perfectly captured her determination when she outworked multiple defenders for an offensive rebound before spinning back for a strong finish inside. Her toughness and physical presence in the paint gave Chicago valuable second-chance opportunities and helped maintain momentum during critical possessions. Reese's intensity became one of the defining factors of the matchup. As the intensity increased, the physical nature of the game became impossible to ignore. Players were constantly battling for position, hard fouls began piling up, and emotions clearly started running high on both sides. Caitlin Clark absorbed several tough hits while driving into the lane but continued attacking without hesitation. Reese also leaned into her physical advantages, using her strength and size to dominate inside play. Despite the pressure and contact, Clark continued delivering clutch moments, including a smooth crossover into a mid-range jumper that perfectly showcased her confidence and scoring ability under pressure. The matchup between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese delivered exactly what fans expected and more: intensity, drama, and non-stop momentum swings in one of the most competitive WNBA games of the season. Both stars showed why they are considered cornerstones of the league's future, with Clark controlling stretches of the offense through scoring and playmaking, while Reese dominated the paint with physicality, rebounding, and relentless effort on every possession. The game quickly turned into a showcase of skill, toughness, and rivalry at the highest level. Clark continued to impress with her poise under pressure, repeatedly finding teammates in key moments. One of her most important plays was a perfectly timed assist that threaded through defenders for an easy layup underneath the basket. Her ability to remain calm and make the right decision even in tight defensive coverage stood out throughout the game. On the other side, Reese stayed true to her reputation as a dominant force on the boards, grabbing crucial offensive rebounds surrounded by multiple defenders and converting second-chance opportunities through sheer strength and determination. Another standout moment came when Reese drove into the lane, absorbed heavy contact from two defenders, and still managed to finish the play. That sequence highlighted her toughness and refusal to back down in physical situations. Her energy on both ends of the floor kept the Chicago Sky competitive, while Indiana Fever relied heavily on Clark's leadership and shot-making to stay ahead during key stretches of the game. The matchup also featured strong contributions from other players, including Aaliyah Boston, who provided interior scoring and rebounding support for Indiana. One of the game's major talking points was the introduction of rookie Camila Cardoso, who made her presence felt immediately in her WNBA debut. Despite being new to the league, she showed composure, strength, and defensive awareness, pulling down important rebounds and protecting the rim with confidence. Her early performance suggested she could become a major impact player in the league going forward. The fourth quarter turned into a back-and-forth battle, with both teams exchanging baskets and the lead changing multiple times. Clark knocked down a crucial three-pointer that energized the crowd and followed it up with smart playmaking, including a key assist to Boston in the paint. However, Reese continued to respond with dominance inside, securing offensive rebounds and finishing through contact while also making her presence felt defensively with shot contests and blocks. The final minutes delivered pure drama. With the game on the line, Clark hit a clutch jumper to extend Indiana's lead, while Chicago answered immediately with a three-pointer from Kennedy Carter to keep the pressure high. In the closing seconds, Clark demonstrated elite basketball IQ by securing the rebound and smartly running out the clock to seal a narrow victory for Indiana. Her composure in the final possession showed maturity beyond her years and highlighted why she is already considered